Welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. In the last episode, we found a plane crash. We found because it's swamp, we should be able to get the plane moving again, but she needs a lot of stuff. And so we're here now to collect some rocks to get her some stuff. Another one of these Gatorman campsites. Maybe the one who kidnapped Charles came this way. Investigate. This campsite is similar to the previous one. A lot of Gatorman tracks and a lot of discarded trash. These Gatormen sure are slobs. You also find a 15/16's combination wrench labeled CW. Looks like you're on the right track at least. Charles's other wrench. Excellent. I've already learned everything I need to know there. This rock has an X painted on it for some reason. This rock is wearing sunglasses. It's a weird shadow pocket. You stick your hand into the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. Shadow vanishes with an otherworldly pop. You're afraid that if you go any further in that direction, you'll get turned into gravel. There's a hobo code painted on this rock. Translate it. X marks a vein of rock candy ore. What's that all about? Good thing I bought a pickaxe. This must be the vein of rock candy ore that hobo was messaging about. You made short work of the ore's hard candy shell. Nice, I got pure rock candy. Worth a small fortune to the right buyer. Okay. A dump truck sits beneath the chute, patiently awaiting the day of its dump. Okay. A lever labeled reload. Pull it. Slabs of rock feed into the machine from the quarry's conveyor belt. Crush. The lever won't Alright. Pull it again. You hear some loud grunching and grinding. A lever labeled pound. Boy, I'm having trouble stumbling over words today. You hear lots of pounding and something. I moved just a little bit. Oh. Polish. The machine makes a ton of grinding and whirring noises. She said 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters is... how many inches? Well, 5 centimeters is 2 inches. So 3 centimeters is a little over 1 inches. Okay, so convert it to half inches. 5 centimeters is 4 half inches. So 3 centimeters is 3 over 4. I need to be a little bit less. Can't pound it some more. Ah, beans. Okay, we're trying again. Reload. Pound. Crush. Polish. Pound. They're too small now. Oh. Well, that would have been much easier. Right, that breaks it. What if we hit him with the old double crush? I think that'll break it. Alright, the old double pound. Yep, alright. I'm sure there's math going on here, but I don't know math. I don't know how to do math. Crush. Crush again. Polish. Polish again. Alright. Reload. Crush. Crush again. Pound. Nope. Try again. I'm not crushing them at all this time. Just pound. Polish. Nope, that's still too big. Okay. Crush. Crush again. Okay. So when I crush it 52, it divides it by 3. Okay, hang on. This one seems to subtract 11. There we go. That's what I needed. There it is. A dump truck full of hard-won macadam. Drive it back to Rhonda. Really? You don't even know who this truck belongs to. Yes, really. You're just gonna steal it? You know that's a crime, right? I'll bring it back. Well, you promise? Yes, I promise. Sheesh. I don't know, that didn't sound very sincere. Oh, come on. Look, I'm not willing to be an accessory to dump truck theft. I said I'll bring it back. Alright, well if you don't, it's on your head, not mine. Who are you, my mom? I brought you some macadam. I got your macadam, madame. Say, those are some good-looking rocks. Nice find. Okay, give me a hand spreading these out and tarring them up. The two of you spend some time setting up a makeshift runway. It's hard, dirty work, but it beats dealing with fairies and fishermen and the rest of the bonkers nonsense you've been getting up to. Good, good, that'll do nicely. Well, nice is maybe over-complimenting it, but it's good enough. Great. Drive it back there. The jump truck is back where it belongs, thanks to your integrity and civic-mindedness. Oh, I didn't mean to talk to Molly. Okay. Gatorman Village? A radio transmission cuts through the thick swamp air. A series of beeps and tones of varying length and pitch. Random noise, perhaps, or some coded message. Let's say random noise and leave it there. Another one of those Gatorman campsites. Maybe the ones who kidnapped Charles came this way? Investigate. It's another Gatorman camp, alright, and there's 4 more wrenches here. A 31 seconds one, a 63 64ths one, a 127 128ths one, and a 255 256ths one. Charles must carry one heck of a toolbox. The wrenches are all laid out in the shape of an arrow, pointing towards a nearby hill. From the top of the hill you can see some sort of fort in the distance, apparently hammered together out of rusty scrap metal. That's gotta be where the Gatorman took him. You grab all the wrenches and combine them with the other ones he dropped to complete the set. Leave. Fishing. Nice. I got some extra meat too. Wait, hang on. That means I have meat. We can come back here later. We have places to be when we have meat. And it's called Mudhenge. You find an old medicine show wagon overturned in the swamp. Most of its contents have long since hazardously dissolved into the local ecosystem, but there's probably some stuff left. See what remains? A few damp toiletries and even damper medicaments. Okay, gauze pad, styptic pencil, activated charcoal briquette, mercury eye drops. A healthy haul. What's the pencil thingy? Oh, it cures bleeding. That's nice. What effects do I have right now? Chemical chaos. We might actually want to do a different thing. This chemical, well, but plus 7 to maximum HP is pretty nice. I'd like to visit Mudhenge. Here. I knew you wouldn't be able to come all this way without seeing the famous Mudhenge. Here's a pamphlet that goes over just about everything we know about the history of this ancient monument. I'll be on my way, thanks. Aha, so I got a book. Little is known about the history of Mudhenge. Okay, well, I paid 2 meat for a joke. How do I get in? Get in? Into Mudhenge. I don't see a gate. Why would there be a gate? Oh, I see. No, entry to Mudhenge itself is prohibited by the Monument Protection Council. Your ticket only gives you access to the observation area. We didn't want you to get lost trying to complete the Mudhenge challenge, now do we? Where's the observation area? It's just sort of this general area here. Oh, great. Time for crimes, then. Mudhenge. Whoa, okay. An arcane message in a strange script. Translate it. Translated, the message on the rock reads, Drowned Mary's cross is buried past the huge tower. What's that over to the east? Oh hey! This crazed gatorman appeared out of nowhere and is champing at the bit to make sure you're nowhere 5 minutes from now. Clean his clock. Oh, and I don't get to have Molly because I'm in a sub area. Okay. So that does 5 to different enemies. This does 7 to one enemy. And now I can ignite him for 6 on fire damage as well. And like, it really doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure this is going to be sufficient, but... Cool, the Gatorman rallies for another round, but a hand rises from the swamp and drags him down screaming. Oh, that's... horrifying. A backpack stashed in the swamp is certain to contain illicit material. Parental guidance is advised. Open it. There's a complete change of clothes in the sack, and a black embossed card sticking out of the back pants pocket. Read the card. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. A phrase so nice you've read it twice. Turn the card over. The nudist's creed. Nothing is worn, everything is visible. Huh. You'd like to leave everything else in the bag where you found it. Nothing is your size anyway. Oh hey! Stop! Smallboat code! According to this, there's an old boxcar nearby that the railroad company abandoned when it sank into the swamps. Sounds intriguing. Okay. A gatorman. You stop. No. Alright, what if I just, no matter which door I come out of, head to this one, every time? Okay, wait, are they consistent? They are consistent. This place is confusing. Drownmare's crown is buried past the hued tower. The hued tower? The old boxcar. What's the hued tower? I want to figure this out, but like I can't. Okay, yeah, so these all just go in a circle. Roughly. If I leave, I can leave? Distant frog sounds become less distant frog sounds as you find yourself close to a lot of frogs. I'm going where I'm going, though. Oh, hey, kitty, finally found you. Yeah, alright, okay. This looks very dangerous. Climb in anyway? Everything has predictably fallen off this table. The poetry books are all full of slant rhymes. This would fail a railroad safety inspection for at least 2 reasons. You're perplexed by the hobo's decision to sleep with his head pointing downhill. It's a diagonal hobo, although I suppose from your perspective he looks normal.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't know anyone was living here. I suppose I should stop being surprised by that.
That's quite alright. I'm Pepperidge Dolphin. Welcome to my humble abode.
Thanks. I'm Artemis Twinleaf. Nice boxcar you've got.
Oh, I'm not whispering, it's because all the text is slanted. Thanks, I'm Artemis Twinleaf. Nice boxcar you've got here, apart from it being a little steep.
Steep? Oh yes, you know, I've grown so accustomed to the tilt, I hardly notice anymore. Apart from when I try to play marbles.
Your game must be really going downhill.
Yes, quite.
Your accent is different from most hobos I've met.
Well, my family's from old money, you see.
How old?
Old enough that it all turned to dust. All that remains is a rambling old manor house that I can't afford to maintain. So I decided this would be a splendid opportunity to expand my horizons.
The horizons is typically a bit more level. Why are you living in a boxcar in a swamp?
Well, to be honest, it's been difficult to part with the old estate. This is as far as I've been able to get before the homesickness becomes overwhelming.
Aw, how bittersweet.
Indeed. I wonder, could you spare the time to help me? I could be done with the place if I had a proper souvenir. Specifically, my father's collection of antique padlocks.
And you can't get them yourself because of the memories?
It's more a lack of memories. I've forgotten where the keys are.
Sure, I'll help you.
Thank you. There are 11 locks altogether.
Except they won't actually be all together, will they?
I'm afraid not, no. Here, I'll mark the location of the house on your... Is this a sponge? There is also something I should tell you about the house.
Oh good, here it comes.
I just wanted to let you know there aren't any ghosts haunting the property.
There aren't any?
That's correct. Not a one. My family never suffered any violent or traumatic deaths.
This is something you felt you had to warn me?
Not a warning as such. Just thought you might like to know.
Well, okay, thanks. I'll be right back with your 11 padlocks. Okay, if we head back to Mudhenge... Honk! A thundering honk rattles the trees. Birds flee, fish hide. You do not know what creature gave this honk, but you do know it rolls this swamp through fear. Where'd the ticket lady go? Okay. This one has nothing. Because I feel like they're also all... Ah, shoot. I feel like they're... Nope, going through the same one, it seems to be random. Like, the place where I come out is consistent, but what exists in each of these little... What's that over to the east? Is it the backpack again? It's the backpack again. Okay. Hewed Mary's... There's something solid here. Maybe I'm just hitting off the edges of the rock in a weird way. I have a shovel, right? Hmm. I feel like I'm missing something totally obvious. But I don't understand. I feel like I'm missing something obvious, but I don't know what. And also now the game is behaving strangely. Drowned Mary's crown is buried past the huge tower. Phrase so nice I've read it twice. Ha! This episode's long now, and I still don't know the answer. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna end this episode here. I'm really confused. Bye bye. I'm sorry there was no resolution. I got nothing.